On November 14th, 2021, our best friend and fellow Super Journey dude, Nick Tan, passed away suddenly. The next few episodes are dedicated to his memory. We miss you, brother.
You're tuning in to the Rainbow Valley Radio. Once again, I'm coming at you with some more Super Journey dudes' journeys. That's right. I think we all know last episode that our dudes were planning on robbing a train, and they did exactly that. They managed to hop on the train, separate the carts, and steal a shitload of gold. That's our dudes. Always stealing a shitload of gold and getting away with it somehow. We'll see what happens on this episode as they arrive in Alabasta. And I think the old Bloodstone's waiting for them. Let's see what happens on this episode. Super Journey Dudes.
Welcome to the Super Journey Dudes podcast. I'm Alex, the GM, and today we got kind of a sad episode because our longtime friend and fellow Super Journey Dude, Nick Tan, passed away a few months ago. And we weren't sure if we were going to continue this campaign, but we decided to continue on in his memory and keep the game alive. And, never forgetting the antics of Shlomo and his driving a motorcycle in the desert, hitting some sweet jumps, and just the amazing dude that Nick was, and amazing friend for all of us, and yeah, that's
We've known Nick D-Friend Mike and I have known Nick for like 18 years, so like most of our lives, and he's obviously been our best friend since then. So obviously a pretty heavy loss, so we obviously took a bit of a hiatus from the campaign to obviously recollect ourselves and figure out what we're gonna do. And obviously it was hard to play without him, but yeah, as D-Friend mentioned, we decided to honor the story, honor his character, and we love what we've built with Nick, and we want to obviously keep that going. But yeah, it's been quite a few months since we played, so if we are rusty, we haven't played D&D in quite a while.
Yeah.
So
I might have 5 different accents.
Yeah. My brains are a little foggy.
Yeah, like a 4-month hiatus. I think it's been something like that. And yeah, I don't even know what dice are anymore. They're just
just gems to us.
Just
rocks.
Yeah, I just show them off at work now.
All right, yeah, let's go and introduce our characters again and go through the usual routine over here, and starting with Chris.
Over here.
Yeah, that's Nick, classic Nick line. Over here. You always add that.
Now I can't stop saying it.
I know it has to live on.
Nick's living in everything. But yeah, my name is Chris Tung. I'm one of the co-founders of PinkCity.ca. Toronto-based streetwear brand. Super cool thing that we do on the side. And I play Dr. Eugene Pichu. We'll see if I remember anything about him, but he's a deep gnome artificer. Who's got a little mushroom boy named Cordy, as well as a couple other creations that he's made over the past little while. And obviously, he's trying to, along with the dudes, figure out what's going on with this whole cordyceps lenticularis situation, as well as topple the tyrant Jelzar eventually, who's been causing quite a stir in these lands. Yeah, I think that's pretty good summary.
That's a summary, jeez.
Yeah.
Smelly old Jelzar. I'm Alex Safi. I'm Belmont, the blood hunter, Dragonborn, as I remember. Yes. And where we left off with Belmont's, from after getting a little bit of a rehash, is I think he is currently conflicted. He is definitely a little smitten, I will say, with a certain princess of the galaxy, but has a little bit of a plot that he's currently going through anyways. So we have to decide if he is still hung up on his late wife, or if he is looking to sail the stars with a new with a new bow.
Was it 7 stars? All 7 stars, something like that.
Yeah.
Princess of
Yes.
Born
One
of the
day-
7 stars.
Show me the horizon.
Yeah, my name is Mike Tung, the other half of Pink City. I am playing Aeronarian Heandwheel, also known as Aaron for short. He is a Mark of the Shadow Elf, which is a ninja clan. Arcane Trickster, Pact of the Genie Warlock, and he's got a familiar named Zuzu. Aaron's currently transferring all of these platinum pieces into his ring, which is like his genie vessel. And Zuzu's doing a little bit of espionage, spying in and listening into what's happening. And I don't know. Hopefully, we can make it to Jelzar and figure out what's happening with this rainbow death and get a spaceship and take it from there.
You guys got
I
a
believe
lot.
Shlomo is also still within our party, and we will see what happens and how D-Friend will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
with that, but
he's
he
chilling.
still
in-
exists.
Fondly
Yeah,
known as
right.
Schlongbow.
Shlongo.
Yeah.
I was just watching Seinfeld the other day, and then there's a Shlomo character in there. I was like, is this actually a real name?
Yeah,
Shlomo
I think it's
is a-
it's a Jewish name. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. And it's
Shlomo.
Shlomo, I mean, like the Shlomo in the Seinfeld was like totally Nick's character. He got like a dirty stash. And I was like, man.
We
Maybe
just
he was
need
based
in
on it.
every pop culture now.
And now I see the inspiration. Is that where he got it from? Was it from a Seinfeld
I
episode?
have no idea. No, I'm pretty sure the name at least he got from. I think we were looking up like like restaurants in Toronto, and Matty Matheson, the chef, the
Yeah.
celebrity chef or whatever, he like opened something with a guy named Shlomo. And so we were reading it and we're like, wow, that's an interesting name.
I love how
And
it
it's
wasn't
like,
even
that's
something
my
that, like,
character.
It wasn't like a Shlomo. It was like Maddie Matheson led into Shlomo.
yeah. Yeah, it was like his like partner in the restaurant. I forget which one it was. Maybe
Oh,
Maddie's
Maddie, new
Patties
restaurant. It's
or
like, wait a minute.
Parts and
Shlomo.
Labor, one of those. But yeah.
That's great. Hold on a second.
That's funny.
Oh god.
All right. Well, so last episode, first of all, you guys got a shitload of money.
Yeah.
You probably gave you too much money because
We settled
I
that,
don't
I
know.
think.
You guys are gonna have to get robbed at some point because you guys just got too much money now.
What? I thought we were gonna spend it all on a ship anyway.
Yeah, but now you're talking about stealing a ship, and it's like, all right, if you guys steal a
yeah.
ship,
We always
No,
talk
Captain
about
Mungo-
stealing
Captain Mungo
something.
said that he couldn't steal a ship. It was too
Yeah,
complicated.
the guy
He
who,
didn't want.
he said it's so
yeah,
difficult, yet he's the guy who's
He
known for
did
stealing
done it.
ships.
he did say that, but that's not gonna stop you guys. I know you guys.
What are you trying to say? We're honest
What do you mean?
people. We're the mad
Yeah.
merchants.
I honestly,
I've paid for everything I've ever bought.
I do want to see you guys steal a ship because that would be funny too. But
You just want to
we'll
see me
see.
fuck up. You-
Couldn't we also use Bojaz's ship? Is that a suitable ship?
No, there's a certain ship
he was
size
saying-
I needed.
he was saying that it won't take you to the elemental plane. You need
I see.
some
Yeah.
type of something to get you there, like magic, some type of magic.
But
Yeah.
Mungo would know what kind of ship we're looking for, right? Like he could help guide us to what
Yeah.
to steal or buy.
Yeah, so looking around the city, from what you can see, I don't know if I told you that it's a dwarven city. I think I
Yeah.
mentioned that last episode.
Dwarves who
And-
make spaceships.
Oh,
Yeah.
finally, I can use my fucking dwarven belt that
Yeah.
I can talk to dwarves.
You've got your own
So-
deciphering going on now.
Yeah. So you see just to describe the city for a second. The city is like, it's kind of like what are those stalactites on the floor? It's like stalactites are like from the ceiling, right?
I know this.
Stalagmites.
Stalactites
yeah, I guess
and
that's it.
stalagmites, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
stalactites and
Yeah.
stalagmites. Pretty sure.
Former geologist, I feel ashamed.
Yeah.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I had to think about that one.
All right. Well, yeah. So stalagmites, you see the city is kind of like that. Like each building is kind of like on a pillar that kind of extends out from the ground. And they're very like dwarvish kind of looking stuff, whatever that looks like. I'm not gonna research it. It looks like dwarf shit. All right. Each building, they're like kind of like stalagmites, and then built into these like kind of cave-like structures is these dwarven buildings and like runic, all this type of stuff.
I guess essentially, yeah, using the stone as the majority of the structural integrity of the buildings. I guess that's what
Yeah.
would be kind of
Well,
dwarvish. I guess.
I could see it
If
as
we're-
like
if we're,
they're,
like-
they're doors from underground, and these huge stalagmites are coming out, and they've dug into like the sky, and that's kind of where they dock all these ships and stuff. That's what I'm picturing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty
It's
sick.
kind of like that. But it's also
It's like a
like
reverse
catchy.
cave.
Yeah.
It's also like catchy because at the end there's a huge drop,
Mhm.
Oh,
and that's like where a lot of the docking and like the ships are. You
Oh.
see a lot of huge ships. Every kind of one of these stalagmite things has like a ship beside it. So like a lot of ships going around, and it's kind of like built on this like higher up where the stalagmites kind of like all have these houses on top. And you guys are on a like a cliff beside that.'re overlooking the train tracks below, and there's a train over there. Oh well, the train hasn't come in yet, but there's a train station in the front, the area called the Mire. That's where the station is. So you guys are in like overlooking
Oh.
that.
I see.
Cool.
And if you look far in the north, you see there's actually a running river that actually drops off into the abyss. Actual water. And that's what you see in the city. The last episode, I believe Zuzu was
Yeah,
talking with Salzamar.
listening.
Yeah, sorry.
Like,
hey,
Bojaz was,
Yeah, so
Bojaz
Zuzu,
was talking to Salzamar.
yeah, so Zuzu was
listening.
invisible and listening into Salzamar's conversation.
Imagine Zuzu just like,
Seriously.
hey, what's up?
They're just buddies now.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, no, the guys are over there.
Yeah, I've been a plant this whole time. I've been a
Yeah.
snitch.
That lenticular stuff really changed me.
Yeah, so Salzamar was talking to Bojaz, and Salzamar was like, said something like, "If you don't have it by tomorrow morning, you're all dead." Something like that.
Classic.
And
Actually, his exact words were, "If I don't have it by tomorrow morning, you can consider yourself and all your friends gone."
yeah,
Jesus
that's a
Christ.
good.
Even more dramatic.
Yeah, wow. Yourself and
Typical
all your
Salzamar.
friends. Fuck you and your mother.
Salzamar. Everybody you know. So Salzamar continues to talk to Bojaz. You're all coming with me. The boss wants to talk to you. About what, man? Wow, I could still do his voice. About what?
Forever internalized. Those are now your
Well,
personas.
What's that about? I don't know. He just wants to talk. What's it about, man? You're coming with me. And Salzamar takes the crew, Bojaz and all of his friends, into an underground building. Is Zuzu gonna follow them into?
I guess so. Do they know Zuzu exists?
No one's. Well,
I don't
as
think
far as you
we've
know,
exposed it to the crew yet, have we?
Yeah, I don't think
Nobody-
Zuzu
I
ever
don't think so,
showed himself
No.
to anyone. So yeah, Zuzu will
Zuzu-
follow,
All
but
right.
cautiously.
So they go into this ancient building beside this. It's like in the corridors of this train station. There's like a cavern, like a cave, and there's this ancient building there. And they go down this hallway. It's a very narrow hallway, and it has like kind of like demons and like all these ancient structures built into the walls and stuff like that. And they arrive at the end of the hallway, and it's this engraved door with occult symbols on it and demonic figures and stuff like that. And then the door opens into a small office with large arches overlooking a massive mine below and a factory, which appears to be uncovering the rarest, most ancient artifacts and building different types of machines and ship components. A man in the chair facing the opposite direction begins to talk in a raspy voice. I like to think I'm a pretty fair and generous man. When I ask someone to get a job done, I expect them to get it done. And a man turns around, and it's a 10-foot tall, sleek
Jesus.
black alien being with gold shimmering flakes and jewels embedded in his skin. Get Zuzu to do, I guess, a perception check.
Is Mike
Alright.
seeing through his eyes right now though? Because would it be
Would you?
Aaron doing it?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm
I'm-
already so on edge. 2
That
seconds
must be
into a
Dorgax,
scenario, I'm just
The one guy we
stressed.
haven't seen.
It's
Dorgax?
gotta be.
Okay, I have an 18 passive perception.
You notice in the center of this guy's forehead is a jewel that would fit into Belmont's dagger.
Oh.
Whoa.
Shove his face into the dagger.
Damn.
That's a target
Maybe
for
good.
both of us now.
Yeah.
He's gonna see me, I'm gonna see him. It's over.
So he's like this sleek, like almost like charcoal alien looking guy, and he has like, when the light hits him, there's like shimmering flakes of gold and kind of like multicolored shiny stuff embedded in his skin. And he continues, now if I have to help them, then what the fuck is the point of having you around? Do you understand what I'm saying, Mr. Bojazz? What is the value of your life if I have to do the job for you? Oh, please, Mr. Dorgax, sir, I'll do anything you need. Just give me some time. We don't have time, you little bitch. Look at the sky. You see that big-ass moon over there? You see how it's almost a new moon? Well, if that fucking moon disappears, then that bastard Jelza is gonna open a portal to the land of the dead. Do you know what that means, you fucking little shit? He grabs Bojazz by the collar and shakes him around. No,
Kill him,
please, don't kill me.
jabroni!
Wow.
Oh, please, man, don't kill me. And Bojazz secretes a nervous slime.
No.
What the
Uh-oh.
fuck? What the fuck is this? Salzamar goes to Bojazz and he slaps him. Look, you little shit. Look, you little shit. You know what just happened? We've seen those merchants from Sambala who killed Guido fucking Johnny. Now tell us the fucking truth. Where is it? I don't know, man. I swear. I haven't seen them. I didn't see them anywhere. So you didn't see them at Caltrops? No, man, I didn't. I swear.
Oh no.
He's lying, boss. I know it. I know it. Dorgax takes a step back and he smokes his cigarette. You know the only thing I hate more than a little bitch is a lying little bitch.
Oh my god.
And
No.
Dorgax's eyes lock on Salzamar. I hate a lying, deceiving, cunning little worm who gets his status because everyone around him is a stupid fucking piece of shit. Like this
Oh my-
fucking idiot. And Dorgax lifts up his shirt, and there's a face of dead Donald Gilmore being absorbed into his body.
What? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Salazar trembles in fear as a little bit of piss drips down his leg.
Holy shit.
And Dorgax grabs Salazar. Where's the fucking book, Salazar? Salazar is showing. I can't show you. It'll kill anybody who touches it except for me. Where's the fucking book? And he slams him against the door. I can't show you at the moment. And then Dorgax goes into his inner pockets and takes out a book.
Oh
And then he throws Salazar into the cabinets behind him.
Jesus Christ.
And as this happens, there's papers flying everywhere, and Salazar is looking at him, and Dorgax pulls out his gun and points it at Salazar. And Salazar lets out an evil laugh. You will never find it. Only I know where it is. And just before Dorgax unloads his gun, the amulet on Salazar's neck glows, and Salazar disappears.
Whoa.
Holy shit, dude.
Wow.
We got some inner
It's
turmoil.
crazy
so
because,
I
like-
gotta take advantage of that.
It's so crazy because that entire situation, like, that's exactly how Salazar would play it. Like, in a fight. You just get
Wow.
tossed and then disappear.
Exactly.
After talking some shit.
Wow.
So this whole thing happens, and Bojazz is just standing there awkwardly with all.
It's like when two friends fight.
Bojazz is terrified, and Dorgax goes to them. Find that fucking worm, and find the fucking talisman, and bring them to me tomorrow, or you're all dead, all of you. As this is happening, you can see a train is pulling up into the city, and it's a single cart train. And then you see Zuzu sees someone come into the room. Boss, the train's coming in. Dorgax maintains composure and walks out calmly. There's hundreds of Bloodstone men just waiting around the train, and this lone train, like one single cart pulls in, and the train comes to a stop. And
Do we know? Is that the train that we were on? Can we tell?
Yeah, like
oh yeah.
you can roll. You can roll. Yeah, you pretty much know exactly that. There's some damage on it. You know that.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
the
we
one
knew it was gonna come into town too, right? So,
Yeah, exactly. And when the train stops, a large figure comes out, and he kind of looks. I guess roll a history check.
I guess Suzu or
Yeah,
Mike.
that's
through
figure
Suzu.
me.
Is this is probably the large guy that Belmont like eyed you down as you
Yeah.
were
I got a
escaping?
19. I got a 19.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys can all see this because this is outside.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
you guys are all in the same spot. But all right, so yeah, 19. You know that this is kind of like he's like a demonic type of being. Like what's the D&D term for that? Infernal.
Like a tiefling? Like an infernal creature? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So he's
Oh, shit.
infernal. And they're talking in this infernal language, or nobody can understand infernal, right? Well, it would only be Zuzu that could hear. The large demon orders several men to bring out what's inside the train. They come back with this massive head. This train is pretty large. It's probably like, roughly 1.5 stories high. They bring out this massive robotic, kind of like a head. Like, you guys have seen what a robot looks like because you've seen them in the cities. This is like a larger version of that. And you can roll history to see
If we're all seeing this, like Eugene sees this giant robot head, he's like, Oh, what do we have here?
Revolution.
Like rubs
That's
his
is it,
hands together.
didn't Doc change the train into a machine monster?
I changed
The
the
bat
cart. The cart where
Yeah.
like the vault was. Yeah.
I think it
Oh,
like turned into a worm monster.
Yeah, not the
thing.
whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a. Yeah, it was kind of like a cat bus, but it
Okay,
wasn't.
yeah, I rolled an
It was
11
like
on history.
monster. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Ooh,
Oh
nice.
shit! All right. So Aaron is kind of like, okay, this is an ancient artifact. Eugene or Doc is more like, oh shit, this is something like a prehistoric war artifact that caused great destruction in the
The
war
head,
of
right?
the war of there's a name that of the war. It was like the war of the great cataclysm. These things were used before that, and you're
Oh.
like actually shocked. You're like, none of these have been seen in thousands of years. They've all been like buried deep within the earth so that nobody can find them.
Can I say
And
that like I can deduce that like this giant robot head belongs to like a giant robot type of weapon that I am somewhat familiar with the
you know
knowledge
that
of.
yeah, you would come to the conclusion that it was like part of this weapon. You don't know
I
the
see.
details of
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
was,
I guess
but
I just whispered to the rest of them like when I realized this, and I'm like, I've heard tale of such monstrosities in wars past, but I don't know much. But that's not a good sign. It looks quite dangerous, and I mean, just look at it. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan
If
of
the head's
that.
that big, guess who
Yeah,
knows how
what-
big the body is.
Yeah, maybe let's hope they don't find it.
I mean, I wouldn't be worried about that. These weapons haven't been seen in many years, aeons even.
That's
Uh,
good.
I mean, unless, and then he squints and keeps watching.
Yeah, Aaron is just like, I'm still processing what happened underground. This is a lot right now.
did you
Does
tell
Aaron
everybody?
like tell everyone? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think I would have relayed what I saw in the underground and just like with my wide eye, just like Salzamar is
Yeah.
on the loose right now, guys.
Also, holy shit, Donald Gilmore. What?
Yeah, Donald
Yeah, that's
Gilmore, dude.
wild, mate. Jesus.
Absorbing him.
Also, Salzamar's on the run. What kind
Yep.
of run are we talking here? Is he
I knew Salzamar was a little bitch.
That's correct.
Fuck that guy. And then Jenky looks a little bit closer at the mech. He's like, this is bad. Not good news. And you see they continue to take out several more things. Another thing that you guys can roll a history check on seems to be this box with something that looks like glass on it and wires and stuff like that. Something that is almost like a robot, but you've never seen anything like this before, particularly, other than there's something that's similar in the security room of the Bloodstone Underground, but this is like a bigger version of that. It's
Got
a
a
roll.
19.
Whoa, you know it's known as a wire box, aka a
box.
computer.
Oh.
Oh shit,
What
this
in the
old
world is
stuff,
that?
mate. Oh, that's a relic. That's a relic. Is that a 39,000 Dell?
And so they carry out this stuff, and it appears to be like very kind of in like a top secret kind of casing. And Dorgax hands over him a box with runic engravings on it, and the demon grabs the runes and all that stuff. And then as the demon dude is talking some more, you see that Dorgax kind of gets angrier and angrier.
no.
and then he pulls back his case. That at this point, the demon pulls out a hypercharged gun and points it at Dorgak's head.
Whoa.
What the hell?
And Dorgax laughs. And then the demon shoots this gun at Dorgax. At which point, this ionized particles of laser and whatever hit Dorgax and split like a beam. And they create like cutting through the stone like it's butter. Like
shit.
massive craters behind him.
Oh no.
So you could just see like at the end of this, it's just like Dorgax is standing there and there's two giant streams of just like, massive like a crater. I don't know how to describe this. I think I
write
wrote
down
it
in my
here.
notebook. Note to self: Dorgax can reflect lasers.
Not just reflect lasers. It just like splits off him and creates these massive craters behind him, stretching out, like cutting through rock, steel, metal, everything. Just like
People.
destroying people, like destroying buildings, like, and it just goes on forever. It's like it just
To reach Kashi?
As
They're
far as
going
you can
through
see,
so
it's like-
much.
It's like one of those anime scenes where it's just like
Yeah, it's
Wow.
huge
there's just
crater.
clouds and shit.
yeah. At which
Oh,
point
God.
a massive combat ensues, and all these dudes are now firing at each other. The
I
trained
nudge the
people.
boys, and I'm just like, safe to say that them not having all the money to pay up probably shit went down.
Yeah, I could assume that. It looks a little messy.
I don't know why that they, you should come prepared with at least 300,000 something in platinum.
You should actually
guys,
come prepared with double in case you get robbed of half. When we see this like demon guy, can we roll history? Like, do we have any idea who him and his
Well,
like
I rolled
gang are?
I rolled a 19 and I only got that he's a kind of infernal.
So we would need even more.
Yeah.
Let
We
me
would
yeah.
need like all right, let's roll the heart of the die.
Yeah.
Nope.
So roll something and see.
I rolled an 11. I'm still distracted by the
I
laser
rolled
beam.
14.
It's like,
You're
shut
like-
the big ass laser, mate. Jesus. I want a gun like that, actually.
Yeah.
I guess Belmont was the only guy that saw the infernal guy on the train, right? So I guess I turned to them and I'm like, I didn't see that monstrous
No.
bastard on the train at all. Did we?
Oh yeah. No, you didn't see him. You didn't see him like when you were on the train, but you can all see him now. So you can do it. You can be like, oh, who is this guy?
Yeah, I mean, as I
I
see these
think,
lasers cut through half the city, I'm just like, I feel like he could have stopped us, but I guess he didn't.
He must have not wanted to be involved.
Yeah.
It's like, not my problem. I've got places to go.
Yeah, exactly. He's saving it for the big boys.
Yeah, he had to save his one shot for a door
Oh yeah,
guy.
maybe he's
Man.
charging it for like days.
He's like, I can't shoot this now. I'll destroy the train.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess with the 19, you would know that these guys are from the West. Like the stuff that he's wearing is stuff that you haven't seen in this area. It's more like on the west side.
How west are we talking?
We're talking far west.
Yeah, okay.
Like
I feel
all the
like
way west.
there's
Like
a chance that-
Kanye West.
There's a chance that Belmont, depending on how far west, might have some familiarity.
Actually, I guess that Aaron recognizes some beings like this from that are from the Archons, but there's also some in the west end of the wasteland. So it's like kind of like
Depends on where they ended up.
yeah,
Like this guy right now.
yeah, yeah. You wouldn't know exactly who they are or anything like that, but you know that the train is coming from the west. these guys are probably from the West. Something like that. You kind of put two and two together. And so right now there's a giant fight that's going on, and it seems like both parties kind of knew that this was happening, and they're like, kind of prepared to fight each other. So the question is now, what are you gonna do?
I think this is a plan of action here.
So I guess the couple things to consider, like, are there any valuables we can, like, while we take advantage of this distraction, are there any valuables we can take from them? And two, our priority obviously is getting a ship.
Can we pilot the head of that?
Yeah, that head is pretty.
Can I
pretty
send
valuable.
Zuzu? Can I send Zuzu back into the underground to see if there's anything valuable that he can take while everyone's distracted out here?
Yeah. So Zuzu notices that the guards are kind of they're kind of distracted by this fight. So everybody's kind of attending to this fight. So it's kind of like unarmed to get into this corridor, and there's no passcodes or anything. There's just heavily guarded. And Zuzu goes into these, and it's kind of hard to, like, this area is like a bunch of like mines, and I guess do an investigation check.
Well, specifically the same room that Dorgax came from.
Yeah.
Can I roll with my investigation instead of Zuzu's?
Yeah, sure.
It's not that much better. Oh my god, I actually got a nat 20. That's crazy.
Baby.
That is
Oh,
crazy.
man.
Good time to get
That's crazy. Well, when Zuzu goes in there, Zuzu notices the same type of wire box as the one outside. Something similar like that. You actually are thinking in terms of like, are you looking for specifically gold? Are you looking for information? Are you looking for like, there's a bunch of different types of things that you could be looking for?
Anything that looks like it can help us to get to Jelzar, or anything that I can take that will impede these guys from doing what they want to do. Anything that looks important, I guess.
Inside Dorgax's quarters, it's mainly like files of stuff and information. There's not a lot of artifacts or anything like that. It seems like all the artifacts are in the factory, and they're kind of like being mined and kept somewhere else.
Okay.
So inside this actual room, you see a computer, and basically inside this computer, there's information, and you kind of like get a hint of being like, wait, what if this has information of my father's last mission or something?
Yeah,
like that.
I was thinking that. There's no internet here, is there?
Not free.
Like if we take this, will they be able to track us or something?
I guess you got to roll something for that.
We got to roll the ExpressVPN.
What would be a roll? I guess that's like
VPN,
perception. Or,
it's our first sponsor just for this episode. What could I do to block out anyone who's
in this world in general? Like, have I ever noticed that anyone had any kind of internet with like technology?
You'd think if there's like some sort of basis, like I don't think there's much of a. Well, we're using gold, right?
Well,
Like,
we're also
the
using
currency.
like magic to communicate.
Yeah.
You haven't seen anything of the internet. You haven't seen any internet devices, but that doesn't rule out that internet doesn't exist.
Still could be used in certain circumstances.
Is this thing big enough or small enough that Zuzu can carry it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like
it's a big tower.
It's kind of like with that investigation in that 20, like you can pretty much sort through it. You know what I mean? Like if Zuzu is doing this, or Zuzu can look through that and find something.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get Zuzu to press a bunch of buttons and see what comes up.
But the floppy disk will find out.
So you're telling Zuzu like to look for, information about
So
your
yeah, so
dad.
I'm telling Zuzu, hey Zuzu, can you just like fly around and see if there's anything important in there? Then I'm looking through Zuzu's eyes, and then I can see like a bunch of paper and stuff, and then I see that similar box. Box looks pretty important. Then it tells Zuzu to go over to the box and to take a look at it. Just taking a look at it. I don't really know what I'm looking at, and I'm trying to describe this to Doc, and Doc probably also doesn't really know, but he's definitely fascinated. And then I'm probably just like, I don't know, just press something that looks good. I don't know if there's any obvious buttons that are like on or like standing out or beeping or flashing or anything.
So you know what? Zuzu like hacks in with that investigation.
Yeah.
Zuzu is a master hacker suddenly. And does Zuzu have magic? Is Zuzu a magical creature?
Zuzu is a magical creature. Zuzu actually
Oh, there you
has
go.
a magical resistance
There you
too.
go.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, so Zuzu like kind of touches this computer and with his magic he can like tap into the code and taps through the code without even like typing any buttons. Just
Mm.
kind of like searches right into the like information under your name, Handwill,
Mhm.
and he sees Agent Handwill, and he sees a bunch of things that are kind of like blanked out. It says terminated by blank, unauthorized violations and offenses, like stuff like this. Not
Wow.
abiding arcanic law C3 7.2. And you scroll down and you get some names that stick out to Zuzu and you. Bezel Corporation, Cygnus, Arcans, Felgaz Morton. And then you see like kind of like Zuzu goes through it and it says last mission classified. And Zuzu goes into that. It's like unauthorized. Zuzu hacks in, infiltrate the Bloodstone Undergrounds. Bloodstone Underground, find the origins and connections in the West. Inspection of blue cordyceps fungus, genetic manipulation. Inspection, Grand Gornak Pits Lab. Eliminate leader of blank. And then the rest of it is blanked out.
Wait, what did you say after cordyceps genetic manipulation?
Inspection, Grand Gornak Pits Lab.
That's the pits?
Yeah.
That's somewhere we're going. Isn't
yeah,
it,
the
Grand
pits is
Gornak?
ground zero for all this. That's why Belmont is resistant
I'm
or
Wonder Boy.
immune to it, and that's where the vaccine's gonna come from.
Whoa!
Whoa!
So you see that information, and everything else is kind of like, meh, and then it blanks out, and the computer kind of like goes into like an error mode. It's like, meh.
Okay, can I get Zuzu to destroy it and then get out of there?
Yeah.
All right.
And while Zuzu is doing that, Zuzu also with the Nat 20, Zuzu picks up there's a series of keys under in the drawer.
Oh, nice.
There's some keys, and some of those keys have a familiar bloodstone
Oh,
on it. And Zuzu thinks that that's important.
yep.
So Zuzu
Definitely.
destroys it and gets out.
Yeah.
And while that's happening, some people are like, running into the room and whatever, and Zuzu's like sneaking out invisible.
Yep. Yeah, I mean any rogue knows to pick up the keys, so that's just an automatic thing. Wow, this is an information overload right now. Like I don't know how far we are into this episode, but that was a lot of stuff.
Is that something that do we all know what that just happened?
Yeah, so I guess what's happening is that because Zuzu is magical, Zuzu's like touching this box, and then is able to like see into the files however they're encoded, and I'm seeing what Zuzu sees, so I'm kind of guiding him into what to look for and like words and stuff. And then after he's done, then I tell him to destroy it, get out of there, and then he picks up the keys, and then as he's escaping, then I'm telling everyone everything that happened.
What he actually saw, and it's pretty obvious anyways, but he uncovered a series of photos.
Oh,
And there's a series of photos that are related to this mission, like related missions that came up, like with people that died around similar things. And he saw in each one of these missions, there's a cloaked figure with a dagger.
oh,
And it seems like he's got a dagger, like just peeking out from the bottom of his long cloak.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That was the thing. I was going to chime in a bit, but
oh,
I would know a little bit about Bezel. Not
Yeah.
a lot, but it's kind of at the core of Belmont's.
okay. So I guess I don't know how long all this is taking, but I'm guessing the fighting is still going on and people are still distracted, right? So we're
Yeah.
kind of like chilling and just like watching the show.
How big is
kind
this
of
mech
in the
head?
backgrounds.
How big is
Yeah.
this mech head thing? That would interest Doc the most.
Mm.
It's pretty big. It's like a story and a half tall. So it's probably like 15, 20 feet.
Massive.
Okay, that's hard to sneak
You're like, I
out.
can't put it on
I
my
was like,
can't put it on my
I was like,
carpet.
I want to steal it. Yeah. Well,
Throw it
if
off into the
you said
hill
10,
somewhere.
you said 10 feet high?
Yeah, I
Well,
guess like, 10
1.5
to 20
stories
feet.
is like 15, 20 feet.
I mean, Doc, I see what you're
It'd
doing. I
probably
see
be
what
like-
you're looking at, Doc. You should just put it on your carpet, mate.
You're
Just
trying to
whip it off
enlarge
real quick.
Well, if I
reduce it on the
reduce
carpet.
it and then put it on the carpet, it'll shrink it by half.
And then just hide it somewhere for now until we get a ship.
So it'd be like 10 feet, like
Yeah.
5-10 feet.
Yeah, because the carpet's 9 by 6. So that's actually could work.
So you guys you're planning on going in there.
No, I'm just thinking.
Potentials.
I'm just thinking.
Well,
I'm just seeing what's happening.
We definitely need to be keeping an eye on what's happening. And then if anyone moves or goes anywhere, we need to keep track of that.
Where
and
we're
we also
going,
need
yeah.
to buy a ship without anyone seeing us buy a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, while this is happening, there seems to be crew members that are taking the mech head and they're moving it. People are kind of retreating out, and at some point, somebody steals the briefcase, and these guys head out. They get in the train. They start the train up and they go in the opposite direction.
Wait, while this like war is happening, before they get on the train and stuff, is there like while we were watching it, is there anything we could have snuck in and done?
Wait, what's the briefcase?
They don't really know, do we?
The briefcase is, you don't know what's inside it. But
Who
Yeah.
took it?
It would have been
the train
Someone
members.
on the train. Yeah.
But
Not
who's
door
on the
guys,
like
but-
who's defending the train? Like we could totally like hijack the train right now. Couldn't
Yeah, it's
Want to go
true.
try and run under that?
Train heist part 2.
Yeah, you got to redo.
Well, I wanted to ask, like, what other valuables besides the mech head, the briefcase? What else do we see?
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
You
I
got
could
all
do
the
like a base
valuables.
Arcana check, but if you guys want to see if there's any like
And the
magic
mech head
items.
is being loaded into where?
Into
there's a box
one of
of
the
wires.
one of the
Computer.
buildings. One of the buildings of the Bloodstone. There's like these caverns that go underground into similar areas, like where you guys where Zuzu was. But there's a bunch of channels that
So
kind
it's
of
the mech. It's the mech head. There's a briefcase, and there's the computer. They have a computer.
I mean, if we find Guala again, I mean, I could just go in and get the mech myself. And I just ask them a favor.
I see how big this mech head is, and I know how logistically impossible it is. I'm like, I really want that robot head.
I know, Doc. I know, mate. I know.
I can't think of I can't think of how I could do it. Even if I shrink it, I gotta get it out on a carpet, and like everyone's gonna see me. But I can't cast invisibility at the same time because I gotta concentrate.
Even just to go down there, by the time you guys get
it's
down
dangerous.
there, and you guys are up on a mountain right now, so it's not like that
That's
easy
true.
to just
Yeah,
go
I'm seeing it from
down.
afar.
So it's not really realistic unless you guys really want to roll for it and risk
Everything.
high stakes.
No.
We're trying to get a ship right now, and okay, so I'm trying to refresh myself on what we are actually trying to do and not get sidetracked, if that's even a thing.
Yeah, like this whole thing is a sidetrack, basically.
Mhm.
It's kind of like this is what's happening when you guys got to the city. It's
Yeah.
not really about what you guys are,
About
you
to
know,
do. It's just an occurrence.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I think if I recall correctly, we were trying to make our way to we were following Bojazz, and then we ended up in the way of the train, and we decided to heist the train, and then that still
Yeah.
brought us here, and everything kind of converged here.
Yeah.
Well, now
So
we know
you-
that Bojazz and his crew, like, we obviously they're up to something, so we can't trust them next time we see them. But they don't know that we know.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
new knowledge that we can navigate moving forward, like with. But yeah, I guess while everyone's distracted, we go
Slowly
get the ship. Or we
stealth
go,
stealth
like,
our way into town.
I would assume the entire city, like one, it's got blasted in half by a laser, and two, there's a whole war happening at the train station. I feel like the whole city's probably distracted enough that we could like sneak to the shipyards, right?
Yeah, I think we could stealth roll and then
so-
just run through.
You do see, well, when you guys approach so there is a city wall, and although part of it is destroyed, you all immediately see various robots building it. It's almost like immediate, and
Oh shit!
The population of robots in this town, you can see even from a distance, is significantly higher.
Okay.
I like this.
Bot City.
Robot overlords have already begun.
Before we do anything, can I ask anyone? Well, first of all, I want to ask Letha what he thinks about all this info. And then I also want to ask Belmont and Doc if they know what this Bezel Corporation, Cygnus Archons, Forgas Morton, Grand Gornak Pitts Lab, all these things.
Lethai looks at this and says, Aaron, this is excellent information. This is what I've been looking for. And he's like reading it. He's like, oh, yes, of course. Bezel Corporation. They're from the Archons. And Grand Gornak. This is what I suspected all along. It seems that Grand Gornak and the Archons are working together. Well, why? Why would they be working together? It doesn't make sense.
I don't know, mate, but these names I've heard before. There's Bezel's.
Belmont, were
you've
you
heard of-
experimented on, or? Oh, sorry.
Have
But
you
I
heard of?
don't know much about experimenting. A lot of my childhood has been hazy, but it was an experience. I do know of a clinic. It was underground. I don't know much about it, but I know Bezel. I know him too well.
You know him personally.
Not personally, but he walked into my life.
What happened, Belmont? You must tell me.
Absolutely ruined it.
There's
What?
a lot of people that ruined your life.
Murder.
Sazuma, Bezel.
He was the reason Daggerhand came in and murdered my sweet wife.
What's
God.
all that about?
It was before I'd escaped. My wife, we were supposed to have it was a nice day out, and someone had found our location. It's a long story. We're not really supposed to be together the entire time, but we were hiding from the people, and someone had tracked us down, and that someone was Bezel, and he had contracted Daggerhands to essentially annihilate whatever piece we had. He luckily didn't notice me because I had showed up late due to my original path being obstructed. But after that, I had to run because if he had found me next, I knew I was dead. I don't know why, I don't know how, but Bezel killed my wife.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
My
I
God.
obviously having dealt with loss and hearing Belmont kind of struggle with the story. I put a hand on his shoulder. I'm like, it's okay, Belmont. We don't have to go through this now. We have urgent matters at hand.
I want Bezel dead.
Okay, consider it done. I write it in my notebook. Bezel equals dead.
And I
this
just kind
one,
of sulk off in the corner. I'm just like, I'm just thinking.
While Belmont is sulking, Lethai goes over to Belmont and puts his hand on his shoulder and he's like, I'm sorry for your loss, but it is my life's journey to avenge my friend's death as well as killing Bezel. And I will make sure that I will not rest until I do so.
How do you know
Just-
Bezel? How do you know
You just,
Bezel?
you just see a dragonborn in the middle of like two old men with a hand on each shoulder.
And Belmont's just like looking up grudgingly. Thank you.
Yeah, Lafayette, how do you know Bezel?
I've only heard rumors about him. And to be honest, he's the one usually that is, affiliated with the calling the hits on what our clan would carry out.
Oh.
He is one of the elders from the Archons that we take orders from. And I have a feeling that he asked your father to take out an order that he was not willing to do.
Oh, wow.
But I'm only speculating.
Mm.
I don't know. And I'm afraid I don't know how to get any more information. It appears that I must go out to the west and seek out more information. I'm sorry, Aaron, but you will see me again. And he turns into a nebulous cloud and he vanishes towards the train that is taken off.
Oh,
What?
Godspeed, Lafayette.
Good luck, Uncle.
I could have given him a shortcut. Oh shit! I was too busy sulking. He's already gone, isn't he?
Wait, he turned into a
A nebulous cloud.
and then went as fast as to catch up with the train. Or
With
he's
the
Yeah,
following
the train just
train?
started. The train just started leaving. The train was like, and it
Yeah,
just
imagine we
started
were having this convo while the war was
I'm just
happening.
picturing Lethai, like there's like the train going off and there's clouds that the train's making in the dust. Lethai just settles in with those.
Yeah.
Slides in.
This is a good hiding spot.
No one will suspect me here.
Yeah.
You see,
One
you
with the
could-
smoke.
He's like, it's like one with the shadows.
I know, I love it. I love it.
Remember, Aaron, one with the shadows, and then he disappears.
Okay, one with the shadows.
This is great.
But
It's got like Shikamaru vibes.
All right, you finally got rid of Lafayette. Good job.
without killing him.
Yeah. Slowly making our party weaker and weaker and weaker.
Yeah.
I just thought of that last second because it's like if
I know.
he would go he would be
Would
like,
go
I need-
further investigate.
This
Yeah,
is
that's
what
like
he
the
was like-
next lead.
This
Yeah.
is what he was looking for the entire time. That's why
Yeah.
he was investigating the Bloodstone Underground.
This is better than them
Yeah.
getting done in by the virus. So,
Oh yeah,
I turned-
isn't he infected too?
well, he's got the booster, so he's got to.
Oh, yeah,
we
he's
need
good,
to
yeah,
make
he's
a cure
hashtag
for him.
Boosted,
Yeah, I guess I turned to the group and I like kind of gestured toward the city and I'm just like, this city feels like a ticking time bomb. It seems like any moment something's gonna happen. So we should make haste and get the ship that we're looking to get. And I turned to Mongo and I'm just like, you're a man of ships. Lead the way. Where can we find what we need to get to the elemental plane?
Aaron looks over the cliff
Yeah.
at all the bodies and the blood, just like, yeah, I think it's time to go now.
Is
Yes, don't
you
overstay
see,
our welcome.
you see like everything's kind of clearing up. All the Bloodstone members are going in, and then Captain Mungo turns to Doc and he's like, well, it's not going to be that easy, let me tell you that much. There are numerous what do you call them, the tinkerers, the robotic fellows, robots there are tons of them guarding the entrance of this city, and they kind of might know a little bit about who we are, so we may need some disguises. But
Wait, how
if
do
we
they know
get
who we
inside,
are? Or you mean they know who
I
you are?
mean,
As someone,
yeah, they know who I
probably
am.
you for sure. You're the notorious ship stealer, but
Well,
as
yeah,
someone
so
who's
I'm gonna need some disguises.
famous for
Yeah,
for
we'll
someone
dress
who's
you up, mate.
famous for stealing ships.
I'm
Do you not know how to?
vaguely.
Like,
I
what do we
don't know.
do?
Vaguely remembering, but
I-
didn't one of the robots scan you back at Kashi? I'm not sure, but
Hmm.
didn't
While
that
we
happen?
were the crime scene, there was a
That was
robot that
pretty fucked
scanned
up.
us.
we're here to buy a ship. I don't want any trouble. There's a
I'm
lot
just-
going on. This
Well,
robot's everywhere.
Mungo does have one thing right. We are surrounded from all sides by enemies in some regards, so disguises wouldn't be a bad idea. I
No.
think.
Well, and the robots are connected to the archons somehow. So
Yes.
I think we're getting way too close to being discovered by some very big, dangerous people.
Well, once we get inside, getting the ship is easy, but the problem is getting in, and I don't really want to be a member of Dorgax's new body, so I would prefer to.
Oh, mate,
Yeah.
you know, well, how did you? Yeah, how would you get into this situation
how do we get in?
normally?
Can we bribe them?
And you can't really bribe robots. There's a couple of ways we could sneak in through the side, off the cliff and
Can
on
I-
the valley and over. Or we could do it the illegal way, or we could do it the legal way, which is going straight through the doors and hoping that we don't get scanned and DNA chipped.
Here's a question, mate. We did find out through lovely Zuzu that there's some Arcana can manipulate technology. If one of us
Oh,
were
yeah.
to use some Arcana on said robots when they went to scan us, could we, cause a little bit of a malfunction?
That's an excellent idea, actually. If you see the way these robots work, there's the lower grunts are controlled by the higher grunts, who are controlled by the higher grunts. So if you get the leader of the certain area, then you program him, and then we can basically have some escorts, essentially.
Mate, is there a way to get, how do we trigger the leader without giving him,
Trigger the leader. Look, I just.
Do we need a distraction? Is that what we need, mate?
You all know more about the technology area. I just
Mungo, you're pretty
skills.
distracting. I've seen you run around in a field before. Is there any way you can get the main
But if
robot's
I can
attention?
get to the robot, I do have experience with tinkering. I'm somewhat of a scientist
Yeah.
myself, so.
All right, well then we can try to just walk right through the front door, but I would need a disguise.
Disguises.
Let's all
yes,
do
I don't know
disguises.
about
Just
that.
in
Yeah,
case.
okay, yes.
Actually, we're in Dwarf City. I'm
Well-
about the right height, so I'm going to.
Could
yeah,
we
I'm
also just like sneak in, like just a couple of us, and then find someone who sells a ship, and then get them to bring the ship outside, and then we just
The ships
We don't
are
have
at
to
the
do a
docks.
full-
That's the only problem. Is the ships are at the docks. We could sneak around if we go to Cheese Hook and we hook around.
Oh.
She's
then- There is an area that I know about that is a little bit risky, but if we climb down and we pass a few acrobatics and athletics checks, then we can probably get on. Up that
well.
way.
So my whole
But
thing,
if a robot catches us, then
athletics
we
checks
may.
our specialty, right?
well,
Whole squad.
my whole thing is that we have bikes with us and a caravan and a bunch of people in our party.
Oh, yeah.
I feel
They
like
could hide
we.
out up here.
Oh, that's
we
what I'm
gotta
saying.
go.
Like
We
some
just
people
have to
need
go
to-
through the front door. We have to go through the
Some
front
people need
door.
to stay
There's no-
here, but some of us can be invisible and just go in. Can't
Yeah,
we?
we could send it like a mission, if whoever gets a high stealth check and is like, if it gets to be in the dock, and whoever doesn't has to figure out something to do from the front if they want to go in.
Well, I also have invisibility, which it lasts an hour.
There you go.
This is what I think that this is probably the best idea. We go through the front door. Some of us talk to the robots. Plan B, we reprogram the leader and we go from there. This is a little bit
Are
like
the
that.
robots also the ones selling the ships?
No,
Okay.
those are the
Good.
dwarves.
Can't program
Ah.
that.
Wow.
The- just to get
With a
into
silver
the
tongue,
city.
you might.
It's, you see, the police force is the robots are the police force.
Mhm.
The dwarves, they don't really like the robots. They don't really associate with the robots. The robots is just kind of like the military, and I am, I'm more, friendlier with the dwarves as opposed to the
Mhm.
military enforcement.
Okay.
All right, so what I'm thinking is that if you guys want to do disguises, we all roll something.
But we have our
For-
disguises from before, don't we?
Well, I'm gonna, yeah.
The
Well, I
only
want to
thing
discuss the
is-
dwarf specifically because I think this would help us.
The only thing is, if you're using, this is what Mungo was trying to say, is that if you're using
Scan.
your same disguises as Kashi, you didn't really have good rep with those disguises, and also a lot of the people of the Bloodstone Underground
What are you trying to
know
say?
those guys. And also, Zuzu saw in the factory that the factory is building these robots, so that's kind of sketchy.
So they're under the control of Dorgax.
You don't know that, but you see them being built in this factory.
That's why I
That's
don't
all
even
I'm-
want to
that's all
deal
I'm
with
gonna
the
say.
robots. I just want to like get in invisibility and just buy a ship and then fly it
Yeah,
out. and meet
you
everyone.
could do. Yeah, you could do that. The only question is how many people can do that. That's
I was fully just gonna disguise as a different dwarf, like someone.
all
new,
right. So
with
you
no-
want
couple
disguise?
plans. So.
Okay, so who wants to disguise? Who wants to go invisible?
Obviously Mike will go invisible as well, but if we need another person, I can try and roll invisibility. But if I fail, I can do a disguise as well.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
so-
here's a crazy idea. I've always wanted to do this. Okay, I can make Mungo invisible,
Ooh.
and Chris can. Sorry, is disguise self concentration?
I have the Demir Guild Signet ring
Mm.
from
Okay,
way back, and I can
so
cast
You
a
have
Psyscope,
you have
yeah.
another invisibility, so you could make Belmont invisible, and then I can go into my ring finally, and then Zuzu can fly with me invisible with you guys.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think even if we do this, I still think maybe we
So
should.
it's just me that's visible.
We should still try and
Actually, yeah, that might work.
hijack some of the main robot if we do see them, because that'd be nice for the way out if we need a way
Yeah, but
out.
I feel like you could do that, but it would
Without
have to
being
be
caught.
once we're inside though. Like you can't do it at the
Yeah.
front gate.
No,
while
no,
everyone's
like once
there.
we sneak through. I don't even know what this guy is. Actually,
You need to
so-
find one of the hired droids or whatever you call them.
Yeah, just put it on a grunt.
All right, and then what about caravan?
Well, that's the thing. The caravan and the bikes have to stay out here,
Yeah,
so
they have to
it's just
stay
gonna
out
be
here.
so because we need Mungo
We're gonna have
to
to bring
help.
them. We have to bring them through. Yeah, we gotta get them on the ship. There's no other
Well,
way. We can't
But
bring the ship.
can't
out
we
here.
fly the ship back out here, then load the ship out here?
Yeah.
The ship is it's not exactly that simple because
It's have a loading dock, is what you're saying, or something.
there's a loading dock and there's also the way it's set up. It's the ships cannot really fly on desert sand.
There's no way
They're
to be able to do like
Oh.
an extract.
They're meant for flying into the space.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Well, in that
I
case,
see. I
You
see.
can-
If it gets too close to the sand, it could fuck up the
yeah.
engines
Okay.
and shit.
Exactly.
The
That's
thrusters.
why they're all docking from the outside. It's not that simple. They're not like the hoverers, gliders. They're
You know what?
We'll have to
I think we
pose as
stealth.
merchants from Shambhala.
We stealth, and then we also
Come in
pose.
with our
That way,
bikes.
we've got like some people we can hide Mungo because he's a threat as a vision. Like if anyone recognizes anything about him, even if he's disguised, like he could still get scanned, and they're like, "Oh, it's his eyebrows. It's Mungo." You know. So, and then we could sneak in through the front. Well, not sneak in, but try and get to that main robot with the caravan and just
Okay,
hope for the best.
Yeah, we're just coming in to
Yeah.
boost the economy. We're just coming
Yeah.
in to buy a ship and give this city money. Like
We'll have to be the
a
glad
caravan full
merchants.
of platinum, hundreds of thousands of gold worth of platinum is not
But-
that weird if you're coming to buy a ship.
But we're
I'm sure they see
still
that all the time.
we're still rolling in with the same bikes and the same caravan that some of these people might recognize, right?
How would they recognize the bikes?
No, I know, but people on that train are here now, aren't they?
No, they've left.
The
Oh,
train is
yeah?
gone.
Yeah,
The train-
yeah.
Oh.
We're
city-
worried about the robot cops, so everything that was in Kashi. So
Yeah,
don't
so
be
they don't
your
know
same
yet.
Kashis, so they don't know about the bikes. They maybe know about Belgica, but Belgica travels everywhere anyways.
Salzamar could be anywhere, for all we know. It could be breathing
Yeah,
right
true.
behind us.
Mhm.
See, I could get in fine. I don't need to disguise. I've never done anything wrong. I can go in and talk to them. I've been here many times. The
Oh,
robots, they know me. The only problem is you guys are every time
We're in
you go
trouble.
into a city, you
What are you
gotta
trying to
blow
say,
something.
mate?
You're very, very loud.
What do you mean every time? We've gone to one city.
I
I
robbed
see
one
it.
jeweler. That was it, mate. It was
Yeah,
one jeweler.
actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, the Bloodstone Underground did kind of put me in their jail cell.
Yeah, you
So,
did get locked away
I might need
immediately.
to disguise. Yeah, you know what? Hey, Ron, let me use some of your magnificent
Makeup.
Okay.
what
Also,
did
the
you do?
caravan,
those
I will say,
powders?
the caravan does look different than when we were in Kashi because Borgin pimped it up.
Upgraded it,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
Everything we have on us basically looks different. So
Mhm.
All
we
right,
are
so
safe.
And you could hide the horses because it's just a spirit.
Okay, so I have 2 casts of disguise self. I have 1 cast of invisibility, and I can also go into my ring.
Okay,
Someone could wear you.
so whoever is
Azuzi would carry me.
whoever is just planning on going with disguising themselves naturally, like I get like a deception roll,
Yes.
maybe a sleight of hand roll for like costumes
Okay, here we go.
and something else. If you're
yeah, I'm
planning
just
on
gonna
Oh
I'm gonna
my
put away
God.
the amulet of the drunken master and attune to the Demir guild signet because that has disguise self, the spell on it. The one that we got, one of the rings that we got. So I'm good for that. I would use alter self, but I'm out of spell slots from that battle from the
yeah, okay.
Train.
So I'll also get you to roll a deception check on top of that just to see the effectiveness. I'm gonna roll a
Oh wait, I realized that I need to be on my bike because we need to drive our bikes in. So we all have to disguise.
I'm
Yeah,
also
that's what we
not going to
said.
be very well disguised. As a heads up, this is already.
Well, I
I
can
rolled a 5.
well, I can disguise self you and I can disguise self me. I have 2 spell slots left for disguise self. I'm pretty sure I don't know if I can only cast it once, but it's not concentration, so I'm pretty sure I can do it on
either
Oh
way.
wait, no,
Yeah,
sorry,
even
it's
if
only on
you're
self. Sorry, it's only on self.
That's okay. I'll just make a funny costume. We'll just work with it. It'll be distracting.
either way, I'll get you guys to all roll something. So this is like for the
Okay.
whole party. You guys like we're all disguising the whole
I
party.
see, yeah.
Oh,
so
so everyone gets to
disguise
roll
self
one
doesn't
thing?
say you actually need a deception roll, but if they do inspect us closely,
Oh, yeah.
they
You
have to
need
do an
to.
intelligence investigation. I think.
Do I
Yeah,
I
because
get-
this is more for the whole party. This isn't for the individual.
Okay.
Individual.
Is this
It's
a
like
flat-
a group roll.
flat 20 or is
Yeah.
it adding anything?
It's whatever you want. Like sleight of hand could be for
Between the 3, so
designing
we'll all take one.
costumes,
Oh, sleight of hand for sure.
deception.
Yeah.
Yeah, sleight of hand's
my-
26.
My deception's a +4.
Okay.
My deception
So-
+2.
Okay,
So
I could take
26
deception then.
Sorry, this is deception for disguise self.
Or sleight of hand. Or whatever you
No.
want.
Well, it's like so we got one sleight of hand, we got one deception, and then something else.
I could do an Arcana for +8, but
Yeah,
make it a magical disguise.
you could use the Arcana for manipulating the robots or something. If
help.
you come up with
Yeah, it could help.
something,
Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
you know,
okay,
like
well, I'll
maybe-
roll deception for now then for the group. I
Okay.
guess. and then we need one
how
more.
about can I do a medicine check to like whip up like a quick potion that'll like alter
Change
my
our
features a little bit. That'll just like
Yeah.
like
smooth
a
out some of my
Botox
creases,
potion.
make my skin like turn like instead of like purple, make it a little more
Yeah.
peachy. All
Just
right,
Yeah,
so then that's
cosmetic medicine.
rejuvenation
yeah.
skin formula.
So that'd be 15, and I'll use Flash of Genius for that, so it's 19.
All right, hopefully
All
I don't
right,
fuck
all
that.
right.
Okay, that wasn't bad. I got a what is it?
I'm a
15
dwarf
plus
now.
4, 21.
Okay, so you guys dress everything up. You dress Belgicar up as a woman. Jenky is an old lady. Oh yes. Oh, just traveling to the nice city of Alabasta. The princess. I don't know what would the princess be. The princess is.
He definitely
Well,
is
they might
disguised.
just in case.
Blessed Underground was holding her hostage.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. She can
The
be,
princess.
I don't know, my wife.
The
No.
princess has a mustache. You gave her like a you
I'll
cosmetically
give
gave her
her-
a beard.
I'll
a
give her a
beard.
beard, and she can be my dwarf wife.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you guys don't speak Dwarvish though.
She's shy.
She doesn't even speak
She doesn't
your
need to
language.
speak. I will do all the speaking. I have my bout of dwarven kind,
She's just the
and it
tool
gives me
handler.
advantage.
All right.
She just works
I've
on
been
stuff.
waiting for this.
It's great.
All right.
And my dwarf wife.
And you guys dress up the caravan as like a wedding van. And you're traveling into town like as a newlyweds.
Yeah, and I
Great.
kind of lead the charge. I kind of have, like, I guess, we're
Oh,
newlyweds, and this is my
I'm getting
family.
married.
We came in straight from the wedding, and we're here to buy a ship to start our new life together.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the first
All
ship.
right.
First ship owners.
Is it the morning or evening, or what time of day is it right now?
Evening.
Okay.
Well, yeah, no, because you
We didn't. I don't think we
you got
rested
the
from the
ship.
last time because
You got the ship in the early morning. You did the heist early morning
Yeah.
when the sun was rising, and then now the sun is like, it's like midday. Around 3 or 4, you're coming into the city.
All right.
And all right, so you guys are coming in, newlyweds. There's bottle cans clanking in the back.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Voltron out of the bike, and I'm trying not to be bait about anything.
And you guys are
Can we? Yeah, I guess we disguise Shlomo as well in some regard.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, Shlomo is wearing like
like
I don't know what would Shlomo be wearing.
He could be maybe the caravan driver.
Yeah.
Driver.
He got a massive mustache.
Yeah.
Can I give
Tuxedo.
Shlomo my that high roller outfit, like the suit and with all the clothes
yeah.
and stuff? And then
Yeah.
I'll wear his clothes.
There you go.
That's good. Like the wasn't there like a croc skin?
Yeah, I'm trying to
yeah.
remember what it was.
There was like there was like a cheetah print something.
Yeah.
Or you had a fishnet.
I
Was it
had
a
a
fishnet top?
I had a jeweled belt buckle, leopard print long sleeve button down shirt, nice leather pants, nice leather shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had the
know.
fishnet top.
Yeah, he had the fishnet too.
Are you guys
What an era.
So you guys make some nice garments, and so you go going into town now, making like a pretty big woo, yeah, like you know, you guys are having a good time.
Oh, we're like
And
pumped
you,
up, and we're all like celebratory going in.
Oh baby.
You get a couple of looks from some of the Bloodstone Underground members, and they just look away. They look kind of annoyed. They're like, "What the hell?" And they look away. And then you're pulling up to there's 2 robots in the front and 1 inside a booth. The 2 robots in the front look smaller, and the one in the booth is slightly taller, more humanoid looking. You roll up to the booth, and and there's this robotic man. State your business for entering Alabasta.
Hi, good evening to you. We're just coming off of quite a bit of a busy day. You see, me and my missus got married just earlier today. Oh yeah! Oh boy! So we're looking to settle the night and get a ship actually.
Settle down, sir. Passports, license, and registration.
Yeah, all of that. We got all of that, right, boys?
All right here, buddy. Right here.
Ha ha ha. I understand your humor. Passports, license, and registration, please.
Do we have yeah, we must have like forged documents, right?
I think
Here, I'm gonna use my
did you?
tinkering and I'm gonna take
Yeah, I don't have anything
Yeah.
for document
I'm
forging.
gonna use one of my magical tinkering and take our documents and have the top of it have like a layer, like a film that covers what the actual info is, and like it's all fake info.
Nice,
I
nice.
have
Okay.
I have prestidigitation too, so I can make a small marker or symbol appear on an object or surface for 1 hour.
Also, roll a perception or insight check.
I'll do insight. Oh, that's terrible. 4.
Oh god.
This guy is intimidating you as fuck. He is super robotic. He knows everything, and you're scared.
Oh, it's been a long day. We just want to get through it. Yeah. I want no
Right.
trouble. Just
Roll some more. Somebody else roll some insights or roll insight or perception.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Can I cast suggestion on this robot?
I doubt it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll
Well,
insight.
I'm just looking into
with Zuzu.
I think suggestion works. You're humanoid, right?
Yeah. Why
Oh,
not?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my insight was 18.
You know that robots are very susceptible to magic. They're very influenced by magical.
Oh, so suggestion's
magical-
perfect then. Yeah.
Yeah, they
didn't know
they
that.
are, because magic in this world is not really, it's not a
Precedes
common
technology now. It would
Oh,
like
it's
it would
Common thing.
be way more
It's- yeah, it's
technological than base
thing. Yeah.
science and stuff. It's like past
Yeah,
that knowledge.
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like technology and magic in this world are kind of like similar. And when you use magic, it's like you're using technology. You're like manipulating. You can
Mm.
manipulate.
Yeah,
things
okay.
like
So
that.
okay. So now we know that because Zuzu is a being of magic can hack into anything.
Hacker boy
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
can hack into the the creatures around him.
That was only on a nat 20. All right.
Okay.
So
That's
this
fair.
would use up my other spell slot if I do this. So we got to
You
think
could
about
try. You could
suggestion.
try to do. I'll let you do an Arcana roll. So he's still talking. He's like, license and registration. I do not have all day.
Belmont's just like murmuring in the background.
4, 3, 2, and
Alright,
7,
we've
3,
got
1.
him. We've got him.
Scan.
Relax. We got him.
I rolled the 21
Scan.
Arcana, and at that moment that the robot starts to scan, is that a high enough number to infiltrate?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm going to. What would be a good way to mess with this scan? I feel like we could either manipulate it so he feels like he scanned someone else, like Dorgax and his minions, like passing through, so we could have like
Okay.
higher clearance.
All right, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Oh, sorry, sir. I did not recognize you. Please, straight through. The
Wow.
door is open.
Have a good evening.
All right, that was good, mate. Shit.
That
And then you
was
see,
That was interesting.
fucking passports. What?
Jesus Christ,
Fucking passports.
mate.
Who would have thought we need
Jesus,
passports?
I haven't seen my passport. I left it back in
Yeah.
Grand Gornak
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
escaped, mate. I didn't.
and then you see
My
as
mind has
you're
been foggy from this. I think the fatigue of this adventure is catching up to me.
as you're going through the city, the robots kind of like stop you and like bow, and they're like,
Sorry, before we went into this, can I also cast Pass Without Trace on us just in case, so no one can
Less
track us?
attention.
Like
or-
other people. Gotcha.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you get in, and then you kind of turn into an alleyway. There's not a lot of people there, and then you see like an alley there's no one in, and then now you guys are pretty much like invisible.
Yeah. We don't leave any footprints or anything, and people can't track us, so it's like we were never here.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are going in, and you see that there's an area back in the northeast side that has like a lot of shipbuilding stuff, and like it's a market. There's a marketplace, and there's ships and stuff, and like these are the big ships that you guys are interested in. And and Captain Mungo kind of points you in that direction. He's like, that's where you want to go. You see that big one right there? Those are good ones. And you guys head towards that area.
All right, yeah. I guess I
Alright.
trust Mungo's judgment on like
Yeah.
what ships. Like,
What's a good ship?
Take your pick, Mungo. I mean,
Can I
Yeah,
can I
it'll
roll it?
probably be.
Can I roll an insight on Mongo?
Mongo's like trying to make sure we get the bad chip so we can steal a good one.
So
it's only
stay close,
14.
Mungo. I don't want to lose you again. You have a knack for disappearing at the
Mongo's
exact
probably
time we
sweating
need you.
right now.
So you
I
wanna
rolled
roll
an
an
investigation on the ships that we're walking into. If that helps us pick one.
All right, yeah. You see, there's a couple of vendors, and what did you roll for it?
22.
All right, you see this one guy who seems he's got a lot of gold on his fingers, and his ships look huge, and they're like gem encrusted. They look really nice. There's a couple smaller ones. There's vendors that are selling kind of smaller ships. There's like medium sized ones. So there's like a bunch of different, and Captain Mungo's kind of like, well, take your pick. Do you guys want something fancy, or you want something, that'll just get you to point A to point B?
How
Oh,
large would the ship be able to would that be able to house the mech head? The largest ship?
Something that
versus
can
the
fit
small-
our
Yeah.
bikes, the caravan,
bikes in the caravan and any kind of special cargo that we pick
I mean,
up
if we're
along the
gonna
way.
take down the Pirate
Yeah.
King, might as well do it in style, right, Shlomo?
You're gonna want to do. You're gonna want to get something that's at least, from the medium large to large category.
Okay.
That's
And,
my size, regular.
Yeah, and you see, there's this guy he's got like a lot of gold, and he's a dwarven guy, and he looks like he's selling the big ones.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I'll walk up to him. I'll
yeah.
kind of like
You handle this.
turn to the people, to the crew, and just be like, "All right, Dad, I've got this, guys. I've been waiting for this moment. I'll grab onto my belt of dwarven kind, and I'll walk up. Hello, fellow dwarf.
Hey there, how you doing?
Pretty
see,
good, pretty good. Just looking for I'm in the market for a new ship, and you look like some of those ships.
All right, wait, hey, if you don't mind my asking, you see, you just newly married.
Yeah, how'd you know? I guess we caused quite a bit of a ruckus earlier.
Oh yeah, we got the ship for you. What are you looking for exactly?
Oh, my wife, she likes, a lot of gems.
Gems, yeah.
Something to take you to the stars, what I mean? Wink, wink.
Where are you trying to go, this son?
Maybe, this planet, that planet, maybe elemental plane,
planets.
maybe that planet. You never know where life will take you.
All right, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. Okay, well, if you want to go to the stars, all right. Well, see, these ships here. These are more for the elemental plane on this side. If you want to go to the stars, you're looking at something like maybe something a little bit more sci-fi. Is something like that? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, sure.
Hey,
I kind of look back to the crew and I know sci-fi.
Well,
yeah.
I think we need both. Is there any ships that do both?
Let me tell you, if you're looking for the sci-fi, it's kind of a different area of expertise entirely. This here It's
All right,
just
say
a
I'm just
boy.
trying to go to the elemental plane. How about that?
All right. Well, if you're trying to get
If I
to
gotta
the
cut
element,
costs.
oh yeah. Well, you're trying to cut costs. You came to the wrong guy. Yeah, I'm. I sell
Well,
the
I
big ones.
mean,
That's
and
the
I hope that I look a
exclusive,
little.
luxurious.
Well, how much does it cost for? Well, I don't want to say it to him, but I want to whisper to you. Like, how much does it cost to buy one that does space and elemental plane?
Yeah, anytime me or Mike talk, we just
I
picture us
guess I asked.
whispering and Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I ask him that.
Are you asking Mungo or are you asking this guy?
I guess I get approval from Mungo. Like every time,
Yeah.
like the guy points to his ship, I'll be like, "Mungo, huh? Huh?"
Yeah.
See, you're gonna want to get something that if you want to try it, he's like
Because
whispering.
he knows
to
all
you.
the things we need to get to the elemental plane, all the ingredients we need, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, if you try to get to the elemental plane or you're trying to get to space, it's kind of two different things. You know what I mean? There's the elemental plane that requires a certain magic to get you there, and then there's a space which requires something completely different. You guys are kind of putting me on the spot here.
There's no such ship that can do both.
Yeah, let me think about it.
Could your ship do both?
Wait a second.
My ship is completely different than.
Can I roll an insight on this guy to see like how trustworthy he is, or if he's like sketchy in any way, or like I basically want to know if I were to show him the hypercube, if that would help us in getting.
Why would that?
Maybe the hypercube can allow us to do both.
Yeah, don't flash that around in a fucking sketchy city with.
You can roll an
Both set on the
insight
ground
on him.
door.
I'll roll an insight first and see what it says. I got a 19 plus 4, 23.
You can tell he's kind of keeping something hidden. These type of ships that you're looking for, he doesn't sell them out in the open.
Do you convey this to me, Mike?
Yeah. I'm gonna say I think
All right,
he's. I think we need to ask him for like.
Yeah, I'll
the
put a hand
real
on this
ship.
dwarf's shoulder, like, aye, man to man, sorry, dwarf to dwarf.
Aye.
I know you got, I know you got stuff in the back. I know you got a little something that we're looking for that, maybe under the table we can pay in cash.
He kind of looks to the side. He's like, shut up and don't say anything out loud. You guys, there's 3 robots over there. There's one down there in the road. And you guys need to come with me. Keep it quiet. Oh, yeah, I'd love to show you one of those ships. Come on in the back. I'll show you the biggest one we got.
All right, yeah, I guess we follow.
Walk on by. All right.
And you guys kind of go down into the lower section. And you see there's a bunch of these huge, kind of like airplane hangar of all these ships that are like something out of like a sci-fi movie, like just huge, and they got gems on them, they got magic, they got thrusters. And he's like, all right, boys, he looks like
See, why
you
would
got
you keep the
it.
good stuff from us?
Oh hell, whew. You guys need to understand that these robots, they don't know that we got all this kind of stuff out here. I keep on kind of losing my accent. I gotta go back.
It's okay.
Hey man, it's because the robots aren't watching now.
Yeah.
That's just his
Oh,
fake
it was.
dwarf voice.
So I was trying to do something more Irish, but I keep on going back to Captain Mungo.
yeah. So wait, how are we supposed to get out of the city if and leave, like fly out of the city if these are secret?
Oh well, you see, it's this is the best thing about it. These ones here, they kind of got a what do you call it? Invisibility.
That could be useful.
Yeah. This is really good stuff, actually. It's the
How much would one of these go for? If I'm paying cash, mind you.
Oh, you're paying cash now. Well,
Yeah, there's something on the table you can't be traced.
Now, when you say cash, what do you mean by cash exactly?
I
I'm
like
gonna-
brandish some of the platinum pieces, like full-on platinum
you
pieces.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
Platinum.
some platinum appear out of my hand.
Okay, well, you're making if you mean platinum, that's going
Well,
to
plenty
different.
more where that came from if you put in Put in
That's
a
right,
couple
alright,
extras,
alright,
okay.
well, okay.
Some
Listen.
heated seating.
It's kind of like for these, it's gonna be which one are you looking at? This one here is 400,000 GP. And it's trying to do, it's this one specifically is one of our best models. This one over here, you don't have the invisibility on it, but it can do other things, and that one's running for about 200 GP. Something in between, you can get something like this one. There's some problems with this one, but
Let's put it this way. Let's take the 400K one.
Oh, all right. He's
But you
400K.
let me put it this way. And I pull out one of my art objects. And this one is a very small, shiny, almost looks silver, little like dwarf head.
Oh, dwarf head, huh?
Now I've been carrying this around for, this has been in my family for years.
Oh, yes, it was.
It's right here, alone. It's worth 100K.
I don't know if I've really. You gotta tell me
And
some
I'll throw
more
in
about
this if you toss in the 400K ship, and we'll give you 250 in platinum, untraceable, cash.
it. About
You can't get a better
50,000.
deal than that.
Yeah, about 50,000 off, and what can I do? My hands are tied. You gotta tell me some more about this. What does this thing do exactly? Why is it worth so much money?
This guy have a beard? Does it look well kept?
Yeah. He's got a
The
huge
legends
beard.
say, and then I'll gesture toward my very nice looking beard that I've made with my disguise thing. Yeah, keep this in your possession. Do you have a missus, by any chance?
Oh, I got 3.
Oh well, could always use more, right? Well, they say anyone in possession of one of these bad boys, you gotta have the shiniest beard in not even all of Alabasta, all of the Midland, all of the whole entire, Xenar, the whole planet.
Nah. I do like my beard. I like
And that'll
a
get
shiny beard. That's it. You know what? But
That'll get you all the time. You'll be the talk of the town. Not only that, you'll be selling ships for twice as much.
I gotta be
They'll be
honest right
praising
now.
your name. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
A roll of persuasion right now.
I get advantage because I have a belt of dwarven kind, so I have
Okay.
advantage on persuasion with my.
My name, my name is Gurgenlaken.
Good luck.
Gurgenlaken.
Okay, so 18 plus 2, and I'm a flash of genius. That might as well. So that's a 24.
Hey.
All right, well, yeah, I gotta be honest, and I do want your business. All right, I think that you know what? Hell, what? You know what? Throw in another 50,000, and I think you got yourself a deal.
Well, we got, me and my missus, newly married. We gotta save some for the, the kids, the
Okay, you can have it. You know what? Luckily, just for the luck of your marriage, all I ask you is one little thing: just have a great life.
Oh, you're the best, Mr. G. I owe you.
I'll see you around.
If
Hey,
I'm ever
and
back
one more
around these
thing.
ones, hell, in my travels, I'll let them know. I got this beauty from Mr. G down in Alabasta, and I'll get them all coming here for business.
Yeah, one more thing, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, one thing after another. Us dwarves, we can never stop, right?
Hey, we're doing business here. What can I say? I'm a good man. You're a good man. You see those damn robots outside?
Oh, can't stand them.
You do me one favor.
Yeah.
Get rid of all of them off the face of Alabasta.
Yeah.
Hey, if you do that,
I'll get to it tomorrow. You'll be waking up and there won't be a scrap of metal in this in the entire city. Let me tell you that. Yeah. You'll tickle me twice as large.
It's funny, but it's a real problem.
I know. Yeah, I heard from a little gnome back in Cassie. There's a robot revolution coming.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Let me
you're all
see
gonna
the
be dead in a matter of
platinum.
years.
Let me see the platinum.
Yeah, I guess we
I'm gonna-
fork up
I'm gonna start
250K.
unloading platinum right at his feet.
I was gonna.
I haven't seen that much platinum in person in one
Holy-
place.
This is real platinum. Holy shit. This icon of dwarven beard man, this really must be worth a pretty penny then. You guys got a lot of gold, a lot of platinum here. I trust you guys. You know what? What's your name?
They call me Eudrin. Eudrin Whitebeard.
Ah, and what's your lovely wife's name?
Who was my wife again? The princess, right?
Yeah.
She's Calidrin.
Oh, Calidrin, yes.
Calidrina. Calidrina.
Belgicar waves from the caravan. Hello! Oh, lovely young lady over there.
I like nudge Belmont. I'm like, I thought the princess was supposed to be my wife.
You know, mate, it's a big day.
I guess this works too. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, go with the flow.
Oh, yeah, I'll let you all get out of your hair. Right?
wanted to be the wife.
Yeah, you guys like, it's me. That's I want to be involved.
I've been booted.
Yeah.
Hey, do me a
Alrighty.
favor. Y'all not leaving tonight, are you? Come and have a drink with me in my
I couldn't
my inn.
dare
No,
bother
come on,
you.
no, stay.
No. You see, we got a honeymoon
need
to
to
be
go.
at in the elemental plane, you see.
You have
And
to-
so
you have to go. Why?
we've got
That's
to get
it.
going. Yeah, in and out of the city. That's what my missus told me. Yeah, you could see she's getting very impatient.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
Where
Just
you
show
going?
me the controls, how to work this bad boy, what the features are, and we'll be out of your hair. And hey,
All right.
and I'll
Well,
toss him the little magical artifact, which is not magical, but
Well,
take good care of that.
I'm sure that you've really drove one of these things before. You gotta have driven one of these things
Well,
before.
Mungo has, I think, right?
Oh yes, I have. Yeah.
Oh, yes, go on.
So he takes you to the shows you some of the things you see it. Now here they see getting to the elemental plane is kind of a tough one. Exactly, you know, this is only prepared to fly through the elemental plane, but it's not exactly going to get you there. Understand what I mean? It's just it's capable of flying through the you have a map of the elemental plane, right? And you'll see that you got the outskirts of the material plane, and then you have the Shadowfell, and you got the other. They got the Feywild, and then you got the elemental planes outside. So you got to get through there. You know, there's many ways to do it, but you gotta.
You're telling me you sold me a ship that can't go through the elemental plane?
No, that's not
After
what I'm
everything
saying.
we've been through.
No, this will get you through the elemental plane. It's just not gonna get you there. It's not so easy. You gotta get there somehow. Of course, you know this as a dwarf. I'm sure that you do know about this, right?
He's talking about the specific things we have to do to like get to the plane, right? Like those like the spin,
yeah, he's-
whatever, go into the whatever.
Yeah,
Like Caltrops told us.
yeah, exactly. He's
Okay.
saying
Yeah.
that there-
We'll figure it out.
All right. Well, here's how you use the invisibility. This thing's a beauty. Now, you see what you got here is one of the finest machines on the face of the asteroid. Now, what you need to understand is that this thing can hit up to Mach 70,000 in about 3.2
Oh.
seconds. Now, if you want to go fast, you could do it. You know, it's got what are those things called? That it's like
Air conditioning.
what are those things? They travel. They what are they? Help me out here. They make things go faster. Anyways,
Hyperdrive.
The hypercube?
yeah.
Hyperdrive. Hyperdrive.
Hypertroop. Anyways, it's got one of those. It's got three of those, and yeah, this thing. Once you want to hit it into hyperdrive, you hit this thing, boom, and you're there. But you gotta, don't overuse it, of course. Anyways, the rest is
you know anything about tech?
Oh, what?
Like alien tech or anything. Say we were to come across some kind of hypercube of sorts.
A hypercube, yeah, yeah, right. You won't come across.
I know, right? Yeah, crazy, right? Imagine
You're
a world where
crazy,
maybe
yeah.
we could have,
This guy over here is talking about hypercubes.
Aaron is gonna look at his feet. Oh, what's that? Pick it up from his feet.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
What do you mean?
oh yeah, looks like I just found this right here.
What? You mean like the hypercube?
Should I show him
Don't
the
pull it
hypercube?
out. No, don't pull it
Alright,
out.
I'm not
Are
gonna
you
pull it up. Fuck it, I'm not going to.
Yeah, say we were to get into possession of a hypercube. What could that do to
hypercube.
this?
The hypercube, that thing, oh god, that thing is, it's very complicated. You know, it's not something that us dwarfs is trying to tinker with, because that thing, it could do a lot of damage if it's not used right. I know that only certain groups of alien group, they'll use that, and they can, navigate the waters of time with it. But I'd never try to do something like that. It's very, very dangerous. It's only a mythical thing. I've never seen one.
Yeah, of course, they don't exist.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's enough talking. Let's get our ship and go.
Yeah, what did you bring it up for, eh?
I'm just wondering, just small talk.
Do we have
but
weapons?
The talk is far too small.
Do we have weapons?
No.
Yeah, weapons on the ship, like cannons and stuff.
Oh yeah, you got a couple of lasers on the front and one napalm nitron beam. And,
Wait, we have napalm
Nitron
and a nitron
no, not napalm, a nitron.
beam? Nitron beam, okay.
Oh, Voltron, that's the word I was looking for. There's a few Voltron. They have been, controlled. I know that some Voltrons if it's not controlled, it could get out of hand. But these are very, very ancient dwarven techniques that we've used these for thousands of years, and they make a good for traveling through the elemental plane, the large expanse of space and time.
Amazing.
Oh, it was a pleasure doing business with you, and I hope to see you again in the future for my second ship.
Pleasure. It was my pleasure. Please have a drink.
I will not take
Beer
a
on
drink
me,
this
come on, yeah. And he pulls out a beer, and he starts drinking it. He just starts cheers, and he's like,
Cheers.
it's a part of a dwarven tradition. We must drink. And Captain Mungo.
All right.
What is this
All
constitution for this?
I'll pour our poison antidote inside, and then I'll drink it.
Belmont needs this one. He's looking for a cold one.
Yeah, Mungo already finished his beer, and
Mungo's like, we were cheersed? What?
All right, it's truly an honor doing business with you, and I'm really, feel like we've become friends today.
Oh, not friends, brothers. We're brothers.
Oh yes, I like that better. What did you say your name was again?
Eudrin.
Oh yeah,
Whitebeard.
I forgot my own name as well.
Yeah, I just called him Mr. G.
Oh, he's the
All right.
Gurgenlaken.
Yeah, call me Mr. G. All right, well, you boys, you have a safe trip out there, and make sure you traveling the elemental plane with just be safe. All right, it could get very hairy. Yeah, out there.
I would
Yeah.
prefer if it getting hairy as I stroke my beard.
All right, so now you guys are getting in your ship and you're packing everything up.
So we still
and,
have 50K GP left, baby.
Ooh, baby.
Oh yeah, so you had like
We
three.
had, we
All
had
right.
299. We had
If this
299.
if this
Oh,
salesman
yeah, so we have
wasn't
49,000.
if he wasn't as endearing as he was, I was gonna use it. Wouldn't have worked after I did the math in it, but I was gonna try and suggest him to be like take a lesser deal. But it only works if he understands me.
Okay.
So
that
we-
could have worked. I think maybe.
So we
Yeah,
each,
If he knew common tongue, but I don't know.
so if we split it 3 ways, we each get 16,333.
That's
GP?
pretty good.
I just
Yeah.
have it in my other possessions as a 49K GP like pot for the party.
Yeah, because I didn't put this in my currency yet or anything. Like
Yeah,
that.
it's too much. to
Oh,
put in
okay,
the
yeah. So
currency.
it's pop for the party then. 49K pop for the party.
Yeah.
Okay, you keep track of that then.
Yeah, no one Belmont will spend it on fucking everything he sees out there. Party pot will be low.
Yeah, you get onto the ship and you move all your stuff on there, and you see there's this the interior of the ship's like super spacey. You got like this front window that extends all around in a panoramic view. You have some living quarters in the top bunk. It's kind of like a 3-floor ship. There's like a little top bunk area where the living quarters are, and then there's like a lower area with the storage, and then there's like a living area in the middle, and there's like a kitchen and bathroom and all that stuff in the middle, and then the front is like the flight deck. And you guys get comfortable. You go up to the upper deck, and you see that like there's just windows all around. And are you guys going out right now, or what's your plan? Are you like staying in the city for one night, or are you planning on leaving?
Well, I think we should. I think when it gets dark, we should go invisible, fly out of the city, and then we need to take a long rest. And then the way to get into the elemental plane is that we need to go fly into the sun or something at dawn.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys. I don't remember
while
what
staring at
I
the
said.
sun.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I said exactly, but whatever that is, it's like I think when the sun is setting
Oh, okay.
or something.
Mm.
But I'm assuming that at this point you
We've
guys
already
are
missed
like,
it, right? Haven't we? The first like the sunset tonight.
Yeah. How does fueling and stuff work? Like, do we need to like resupply or anything? Like dock anywhere?
he explains to you that the Voltron is the fuel.
Oh,
It just needs to-
amazing!
It just needs to charge up.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah. So you can only use it a certain amount.
That's a good salesman. What were the other ships like? Just all dog water? Or
Can
what?
When I look at the Voltrons here, are they the same as the one I have?
The Voltrons, they're the same, but you can't really see them, but they're like
Oh,
part of
okay.
the engine. He was explaining that they're like the same thing, but they found a way to harness all of the energy instead of like
Oh.
with yours. Borgen didn't know what he was doing with it, so it just kind of like there's a lot of wasted energy that kind of causes damage,
I see.
and that's why you get the wild surge.
Oh, yeah.
But this one, they're like contained properly.
I
They're like
see.
used for spaceships specifically.
Amazing.
You guys are packing your stuff out, and then you guys head out and this turn invisible, and you head out through the bottom secret passage underneath the waterfall of the Alabasta River.
Ooh, baby.
And
Oh, that's
you
sick.
guys drive out into the starry night sky. You're invisible, and you guys are in your top bunk looking out this massive opening of you're just going out into the stars, and it's like whoa. And that's
Wow.
all for this episode. Tune in next time to find out what happens on the Super Journey Dudes podcast.
We're back, baby!
Ooh, baby.
Just married.
They're just married.
Well, that was our dude's journey for today. Tune in next time on Rainbow Valley Radio, where we will be continuing our dude's journey. And I'll be sitting here continuing my journey as well, in my lonely shack in the middle of the desert, watching the sunset in a shimmering rainbow glow. And I wish you the best on your journey as well. May you all drift peacefully in the twilight, and may the stars be your guide. I'm your host, Bronson Rogers, signing off and good night.